Greetings. I am here again to do something really fun. So, I'm going to do something I haven't usually done. I don't do much of, which is a painting tutorial. Yep. And the cool thing is I'm going to be making it up as I go along because I am not a professional painter. But this is what we'll be painting. The Reaper Miniatures line, the Minotaur of the Maze. I'm painting 13 of these bad boys, and we're going to do just a nice, perfectly acceptable, yet not too intensive paint job. The models we'll be painting are here, and what I've done, just to tell you what my prep work was. I hit them with the acrylic gesso, which I got on sale at Walmart, half off, and a quick wash made of paint, alcohol, and soap. That way we can see the details. And our first step is we are going to use black paint. I am using Reaper's high density pigment, half ounce of solid black for this. And what we're going to do is we're going to cover, I've already started on this one, all of the metal pieces with black. So anything that's metal is going to get a coat of black on it. Okay? Now, once I'm done with this step, I'm going to restart the video. Okay, so I just wanted to cover a couple basics real quick. I'm using these cheap Walmart brushes, but you can use any brush you like. And since this is, we're base coating, we're not going to get too fancy with this, okay? If you color outside the lines, it's not the end of the world, all right? So, yeah, you're just going to grab your paint, and you're going to hit the spots. So, that looks like metal to me. And the reason I put the wash on it is that way I can really kind of see the details and see what's what. There we go. So yeah, this is not one of the more intensive parts of the process here. We're just gonna give it a nice. Anything that's metal is gonna get some black on it. Yeah. Black, black, black. It's going to be amazing. And then once we're done coating this with black, we're going to start doing the usual inside to outside rule. So that's typically when you paint a model. You're going to work from the inside to the outside of the model. Yep. So if this would focus, that would be amazing. Wow, that's just horrible. Anyway, in the background here, I got this cool new fantasy terrain stuff in from Italy. And I want to do an opening video for that eventually. And that's going to be fun. And you guys are going to get to see that. Let me know in the comments if you're in a big hurry. I know a lot of people have already seen it because there were, before it ever came out to we normal folk, there were promotional videos made for people who got early copies. Which is, I'm not mad. Good for them. Good for them. But we mere plebeian peasants must wait our turn, So we do what we can. We do what we can. Anyway, I'm going to pause this. You guys don't really need to see me. Goodness gracious. Would you focus? Is that even a possibility? Are we... No? No? Maybe if we adjust fire. Just, I mean, this is terrible. Horrible. Maybe if I go back a little bit. I mean, that's just rough. All right. Okay, so when you're all done with that, you should have something that looks something like this. Or so. Anyway, I got it to focus now. It was on some kind of weird mode. So there you go, guys. That's step one. Yay. All right. Both models are now ready as far as the metal goes. They're heavy metal models. Although I gotta say, this is a pretty sweet sculpt, wouldn't you say? Yeah. Pretty sweet little sculpt. These guys are kind of intimidating, which is good. You wouldn't want them to look like little wussies. Oh no. Okay, so like I said, we're going to work inside to outside. And, while I do this, I might hit this owlbear. I've got a base coat of monster brown on him, I think, or it might even be umber brown. I can't remember. We're going to do the owlbear along with the minotaurs here. So we're going to, double your pleasure, triple your fun. So I'm going to use Reaper's Sunburnt Flesh. I use this. I find myself using this color quite a bit, usually mixing them and stuff. And we're going to see how that looks for the nose. The nose. And, we might even use it for the loincloth down there. Yep. That way I like to have the colors in more than one spot. Another option might be the eyebrows. Change it up a little. So I'm going to go ahead, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the Sunburnt Flesh on the nose. I'm going to use a slightly smaller brush because, it's a slightly smaller area. Although it's entirely possible I don't really need to. Again, we're base coating here. This is not rocket science, is it? All right, so here we go. And little too runny. If I were really worried here, But again, we're just base coating. Little runny on that paint. But that's what you get, right? Okay. And we're going to do it again here. Right, and the key is just cover the whole area. There's our nose. Let's see how this looks as a loincloth. Although we could incorporate into these bracers here. Incorporate into the bracers. As long as we got that color somewhere else. You don't want the color just one place. It's just no fun that way. No. It's no good for the overall look of the model, I think. Now, some people might argue with that. They might be like, well, you don't need to use that color anywhere else. You don't do that in real life, so why would you do that to the model? But I think it's going to add a little something later. Although we could have went a different direction. We could have made the fingernails this color, right? We could have went like this and hit those fingernails with this color. Yeah. We're not going to do that. Okay, so that's that. That's the nose, you know. And I think there might be a place for this color on our owlbear, couldn't there? Yeah, little interesting color for the owlbear. I mean, I bought so many of these owlbear minis when I did Bones 4. What if these ridges were this color? What do you think? Wouldn't that be fun? Oh, it sure would. So Monster Brown up to Sunburnt Flesh. Yeah, we could just touch up these little ridges. Make happy little ridges. With happy little sunburnt color. Yeah. Oh boy. Now I gotta be honest with you. Not a fan of this sculpt. Yeah. It's too small. This owlbear is not impressive at all. I think I might do a little comparison maybe in one of these videos with my other owlbears, so you can really see why this one is yeah, it is found wanting. And I bought several extras of this particular owlbear because I just wanted to have a nice. It seemed like a great way to get some owlbears. And for that it worked. I mean, I think we're gonna go with like a totally different color scheme down there, but you can see what we're doing here. We're just adding a little pop, and we're using up paint. More importantly, don't want to waste the paint. I got these for real cheap. These high definition or HD paints they were calling them. I got them. I think it was 50 cents, 49 cents a dropper, which for these kind of paints isn't a bad little deal. Let's do a little on this tail. Come on, let me see you shake a tail feather. Yeah, we're just gonna shake a tail feather here. Add a little love to it. Little love to the tail. We're gonna do a little more with it later, but for now that's what we're doing. And look at these little feathers. These little feathers need a little sunburnt flesh on them, don't they? Just a dab will do you. Just a little love. Not a lot of love, just a little. Just give it a little love. You don't want to overdo it with the love. Just a touch of love, and bam! All of a sudden, it's popping, isn't it? Now we're just in a new situation here, aren't we? Yeah. And we're using up this I only put a little drop of paint. Just a touch. Just a little love. I probably overdid it with the love there. Probably rubbed that love off. A little bit. A little too much love. Just a little bit of love. And we could be wet blending. Maybe we'll do that later. Maybe we'll do a little wet blending later. Right now we're just base coating, aren't we? So if we don't like it now, we can fix it later. It's no big deal. It's not the end of the world. Let's put a little love here. A little too much love. Don't want too much love. Although, why not? Why not? Like I said, we're just base coating. We can put a lot of love there. Doesn't make a lot of sense because that would be more of a shaded area, but maybe we could put some love up here on the ears. Yeah. There we go. Now, how are we looking here? Well, as you can see, the owlbear already looks a lot cooler. Just in this one little step, right? One little step can make all the difference in the world. Alright, let's go ahead and we're gonna make sure we got that whole nose. Don't want to leave any of that nose. Now that it's starting to dry, and you can kind of see what we're going for here. Just a little bit of love. Little bit of love. Now this one little step has added, showing it to you, it's added quite a bit of time to the video. So I might have to fast forward or something, or make it a 20-part video. Who knows? All right, there you go, guys. There you go. You're starting to see what's going on here. It's great. It's amazing. I'm gonna pause this again because we're gonna go to the next step. Yeah, it's gonna be amazing. All right, guys. So we're gonna talk about our little color scheme a little bit. I'm a beginner myself. I'm not here to pretend to be an expert or nothing, but I do have some fun colors sitting out here. And what we're going to do is we're going to split them up a little bit. We're going to say, ooh, let's use this. So what I really want to do with this model is I got, different parts. So when we look at this model, we've got a mane. Well, the mane hair should look a little different than the rest of it. And maybe that little beard there could look like the mane. And maybe everything else could look the same, right? As far as the fur goes, right? And then when we highlight it, we can do some things. But so that's the main plan. So what we're going to do is I think our mane should be brighter and lighter. And what we'll do is we'll invert it. Yeah, that'll be fun. So this guy, he'll have a brighter mane, and then this guy can have the darker mane and brighter rest of the body. That's going to be fun. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to take all of our little browns here, right? Because these minotaurs are brown. And we're going to say, well, we got umber brown. We got oak brown. Well, those are kind of the same. They fit the same niche. They're a dark brown, right? This one's a little colder. This one's a little warmer. So we're going to separate those. And we're going to say, well, no, they can't be on the same team. All right, and then we're going to say, well, these kind of share the same niche. Woodland brown and griffin tan. They're almost the same color, right? So we're going to say, well, this one's a little colder and this one's a little brighter, right? And we're going to go like that. And then we need something in between, don't we? Well, we really want one to really shine. We want one to be a lot brighter. We want one to be, well, maybe not. So let's go monster brown here. And let's do a desert yellow, which is a really dark yellow, as our top color here. And that's really going to make this quite a bit brighter, right, than this. Okay, so that's just in my theory, and we're going to see how it works out in action. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video, and we're going to do, these guys are going to be mirrors of each other. They're not going to be the same, though. And one's going to have a darker mane, and the other one's going to have the darker flesh, okay? So I will get back to you guys once I've done that. And we're just doing the base coat right now. So we're going to oak brown, umber brown, okay? Oak brown, umber brown. And the oak brown is Army Painter. And the umber brown is Reaper. All right, so here we go, guys. I'm going to pause it while I apply those base coats. And I'm going to cover the whole freaking model. So while I record this, I'm making a lovely glazed ham. Using authentic honey, by the way. Anyway, we're making progress. We're making progress. All right, I have completed the oak brown portion. Here's what the models look like with, so far. All right, that gives you an idea of what we're going for here. And now we're going to hit it with umber brown. And remember, doing a mirror of each other. So it's going to be amazing. Oh, I just wanted to add one major advantage of the Reaper paints over the Army Painter paints is you don't have to shake it nearly as much. I mean, you shake it, but these Army Painter paints, you gotta shake, 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 shake it. All right, so we're making progress. Here's the darker of the two. Now, this isn't rocket science. Again, these are just base coats, guys. Not rocket science. We're just doing the base coats. Okay, we're not trying to get crazy here. Here's our brighter of the two. And if we put them next to each other, you can see they're mirrors of each other. All right. That's going to conclude part 1 for now. And we'll make another part. Yay!